What is up, everybody? J Dell here in Hotlanta to give you my UFC on Fox 20 prediction video, I believe it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know they're in Chicago. It's happening tomorrow, possibly later on tonight, depending on when I'm able to upload this. Y'all know I'm on vacation, so let's talk about it. I'm outside. Bear with me. First up, I'm choosing Frankie Sands to beat Eddie Wineland. I'm choosing Kellen Curran to beat Felice Herring. I'm not too sure about that. I've lost a little faith in Felice Herring. She hasn't fought in over a year. I could be wrong, but I am taking the chance on Kellen. Next up, I'm choosing Francis Ngannou to beat Bohan Mihanovic. Oh! I even practiced your name, I promise, and I think I still messed it up. Don't blink. That could go either way, and it could end in 10 seconds, but I am choosing Francis. Now, co-main event, we're seeing Edson Barbosa take on Gilbert Melendez. This could be fight of the night as well. Let's talk about Gilbert Melendez first. Gilbert Melendez is a wrestler first, but he's developed such a good stand-up game that he doesn't need to use his wrestling all the time. We've seen him beat plenty of people strictly with the stand-up game. He's got slick submissions that come out of nowhere. You never talk about Gilbert Melendez's submissions. He can slap it on you without you seeing it. He does everything right with the mechanics of the wrestling. He's mechanically stronger than he looks. He's good with leverage. He's good with filling the weight and the counterweights and all of that sort of thing. He is stronger than he looks. He's got one punch knockout power. He is able to put together combinations. He has jabs. He can beat people without using his wrestling. He's got great dirty boxing. He's one of the most solid lightweights in the entire UFC. I'm actually a big fan of Gilbert Melendez. Let's talk about Edson Barbosa. Edson Barbosa, I'm also a big fan of Edson Barbosa. He is a Muay Thai practitioner extraordinaire. He's amazing at it. I believe 6-time Muay Thai world champ, I'm not quite sure. He is one of the biggest lightweights. He has those tree trunk thighs. He's faster than he looks, and he looks quick. He has no telegraph kicks off the front and back. Like, he has a no telegraph roundhouse. He's so dynamic, creative, athletic, spontaneous. He's such a great athlete. He's big and strong and fast. Edson Barbosa is kind of who you want to be, man. Now, his last fight the fight before that against Tony Ferguson, his loss. That was such a crazy fight. Go back and watch that, where he took an illegal up kick to the face that nearly KO'd him, and he still fought anyway. So you really can't go off of that loss. That was a crazy loss. But his last fight, where he beat Anthony Pettis, you saw the extreme improvement we're seeing in his boxing. He's been up there with Frankie Edgar and them for over 2 years now, and it has paid off. He beat Anthony Pettis with boxing. He was able to get his boxing game across. And then he came with the Muay Thai. Then he came with the kicks and the elbows, and they basically caught Anthony off guard because he hadn't been using them the whole fight. He beat him with boxing. He had combinations. He had straight jabs down the middle. He had uppercuts. It was a wonderful thing to see that sort of improvement at 30 years old. Also, his movement has gotten better because of it. Because he's working on his boxing, he's working on his footwork. And now, he's no longer a flat-footed Muay Thai guy. He glides now. Glides like Joanna does, glides like the lady I'm going to talk about in the main event. So he's no longer flat-footed. He moves quicker now. So we've just seen incredible improvement from Edson Barbosa. Like I said, this fight could go either way because they're both so good. However, with Gilbert coming off of a year's suspension, I think it was over a year's suspension, him having to change up his nutrition because he popped for PEDs, him coming off of 2 losses before that year's suspension, and also with him investing a lot of time in his wife, Carrie Melendez, and getting her kickboxing career off the ground. Nothing wrong with that, but all of these factors combined makes it so I can't pick him. Not against someone the caliber of an Edson Barbosa. Someone lower down the ranks maybe, but not Edson Barbosa. I can't. Edson's in stride right now, and he's improving, so I'm going with him. Now, main event, and we have the former women's bantamweight champion, Holm, taking on Valentina Shevchenko. I'm actually really excited for this fight. If you don't know who Shevchenko is, you better ask somebody. Shevchenko, I believe, is a 4-time Muay Thai champion, a world Muay Thai champion, and you can tell. She's one of those chicks you don't want to fight, even if you know you can beat her, because she's going to beat you up. If Shevchenko would have had 2 more rounds against Amanda Nunes, our current champ, she would have beat her. She would have beat her. Okay, Shevchenko gets better as the fight goes on, and so does Holly. Okay, so she gets stronger as the fight goes on. She's big and strong. She has one punch knockout power. They both got one kick knockout power, but as far as the punching power, she has that over Holly. Holly is a cumulative puncher. She does cumulative damage when it comes to the hands, not Shevchenko. She's got those elbows. She's got those slicing elbows, and she's got the dirty boxing on the inside, and she's got one punch knockout power. She's a big bantamweight. Also, so is Holly Holm. Holly Holm's probably the only one bigger than her. So she's quicker than she looks, and she likes to brawl. She's going to take the fight to Holly, which is what she has to do, because Holly Holm is going to play this smart. She's an incredibly smart fighter. She's with that Greg Jackson camp. They will have a great game plan. Holly Holm has more boxing and kickboxing titles to count, and now that she has the UFC title under her belt, she is officially one of the most highly decorated combat sportsmen in the world. She is in the world, Greg. So she'll be smart, and she will fight Shevchenko from the outside. This could be a snoozer. Unfortunately, this main event may not be exciting. If Holly Holm is able to work her game plan and fight this from the outside, she will boot bop this chick from the outside for 5 rounds. She will, and it won't be exciting. It will be up to Shevchenko to bring the fight to Holly Holm, and she will. She will bring the fight to Holly Holm. She will try to break up that. She won't bait her into any brawls. She's just simply going to have to put her on the defense. And that's it. Can she do that? I'm not sure. Holly Holm is she's so strong mentally that I just think she's going to stick to her game plan, and I think it's a good one. So I'm calling it for Holly Holm. However, this is one of those fights where it could be a win-win. Shevchenko could do so well in bringing the fight to her and being exciting. Her stock could still rise if she loses like kind of a boring decision. You know what I'm saying? So those are my picks. Let me know your picks, any injury updates, how excited you are for this event. Let me know about your vacations. I'll be back soon. I'll get back on track with my MMA stuff here. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, where I will have 15-second prediction and recap videos. Subscribe, like, follow me on Snapchat now as well. Talk to me, take care, and goodbye.